Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be teaching us how to draft this stylish armless top. Please, if this is something you like, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. Thank you. So I have gone ahead to impute the horizontal measurement, but before that I used 1 inch for the buttonhole before placing the shoulder line, the chest line, the bust point line, the waistline and the hip line, just as you can see. So I use 1 inch for the buttonhole. So now I'm going to be placing the shoulder measurements on the shoulder line and on the chest line. So I'm going to be ruling a straight line across, just as you can see. So I'm going to use 1 inch for the shoulder slope and the neck width 3 inches. So I'm just going to connect the lines like this. So the next thing is I'm just going to get the midpoints. Then I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to connect the lines like this so that we can get our arm cyc. So this is what we have. So now we are going to be placing the nipple to nipple measurement. So you place it after the 1 inch. You place it after the 1 inch. So you are just going to rule a straight line across. So the dart intake is 0.75 on both sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines, just as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and connect the lines like this. Now I'm going to be placing the bust measurement, then the waist measurement. It was 1.5 inches. Then the hip measurement, then I added 0.75 to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines. So the measurement is starting after the 1 inch buttonhole. Please remember that. I'm going to be adding 0.25 where is. So from there to there is 1/2 inch. So what is in the middle is 0.25. So that's what I'm going to be using for the ease. So 0.25 wearing is. So I'm just going to mark it across, just as you can see. So this is so that the dress can sit comfortably well on the body. Now I'm going to mark 1 inch for the bust. That's the difference between the front and back waistline. So I'm going to connect it to the bust point. So for the neck depth, I used 4 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines, just as you can see. Connect it like this. So for the princess dart, just get the midpoint of the arm cyc. So you connect it, use your cover to connect it to the bust point like this. So then you come down by 1 inch. So you just connect it like this. So I'm just going to try and extend the line a little bit. So then you replace that 1 inch that you came down by. So then you get the new arm cyc line. So if you don't replace it, you'll be having shortage. So now we are going to determine the length that I want to work with. So the length I have here is 24. But I think I used 23 inches. So I'm going to be marking 23 inches across. So depending on the length that you want, actually. So that depends on your preference. So I'm just going to mark 1 inch by this side. So at the center front, so I'm going to mark 5 inches. Then I went in by 2 inches after the 1 inch. So I'm just going to be marking that 5 inch at the center front again. So I'm just going to be connecting it like this. So that's where the 5 inches stops. So I'm just going to connect it like this. So I'm also going to take my roller just to curve that part, just like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and label the patterns, just as you can. So for the back part, I'm going to mark the shoulder line, chest line, waistline, and the hip line, just as you can see. So at the center back of the waistline, I'm going to mark 0.75. So I'm going to be connecting it to the shoulder line and to the hip line, just as you can see. So the next thing, I'm going to be placing the shoulder measurement on the shoulder line and on the chest line, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and rule a straight line across. So 1 inch for shoulder slope, 3 inches for the neck width, and 1 inch for the neck depth. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines just like this. So I'm going to get the midpoint of the arm cyc. So then I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines, just as you can see. So I'm going to be placing the nipple to nipple measurement plus 0.5 inch that I took. So I'm going to be marking. In total I have 4.5 inches. So I'm just going to rule a straight line across, just as you can see. So for the dart intake on both sides is 0.75. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines, just as you can see. Connect the lines like this. So now we are going to be placing the bust measurement. So the waist measurement, after that 0.75, you mark your waist measurement plus 1.5 in that intake. Then you mark your hip measurement plus 0.75 by the side. So you just go ahead and connect the lines like this. So I'm also going to be adding 0.25 weighing is for the back pattern, just as you can see. So you go ahead and connect the lines just like that. We're going to get the length for the back. So from the waistline of the front pattern to where I marked, I add 6.5 inches. So I'm just going to mark 6.5 inches below the waistline for the back. So I'm going to rule a straight line across, just as you can see. So here I'm going to be marking 1.5 inches. Then at the center back I marked half an inch. So I'm just going to connect the lines. Remember, for the front I use 1 inch, so I'm just going to go back to the front pattern and mark 1.5 inches just like this, so everything can be equal. So I'm just going to go ahead and reconnect the lines, just as you can see. So this is the front and back pattern. So I'm just going to label it, just as you can see, but I'm not done with the back pattern. So I'm just going to get the midpoint of the back arm side just like this. So I'm just going to take the curve rule and connect it to the chest line, to that point just like this. So we have the princess dart for the back, just as you can see. Just blend in the lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the front and back pattern. So I'm just going to carefully cut it round, just as you can see. Please, if this is something you like, please don't forget to always subscribe, comment, like, and share. I really appreciate you guys for always coming through for me. Thank you so much. So we are going to carefully cut out the pattern. So this is the back pattern. Yep, so this is what we have for the back pattern, just as you can see. So I'm going to be taking the side front. I'm just going to be closing the bust dart like this. I'm just going to use my paper tape. So I'm using the paper tape as an extension because there's going to be a shortage if I don't do this. So I'm just going to rule that line across and reconnect the line so that I don't have shortage. So I use the paper tape as an extension. So this is basically what we have for the front and back pattern. Thank you guys for watching.